Hello and good afternoon. This is Nate Pilot. I'm Chief of Business Development for Credit Law Solutions, and you're likely watching this video because you were referred by your loan officer, Mozelle of Movement Mortgage. First off, let me say congratulations on working with Mozelle. She's certainly one in a million. It's very hard to find a loan officer like Mozelle. One thing I love about her is that she goes the extra mile for clients, and that is something I really respect and really look to replicate. Here at Credit Law Solutions, I'm looking to provide you a seamless experience in which we're all pointed in the same direction, which is across the finish line to your goal of getting your mortgage and eventually into your dream home. So how do I assist in the process? Very simple. My responsibility is to take your credit situation from where it is currently to where it needs to be for you to not only qualify for your mortgage, but also working with Mozelle to get the best rate possible. So very excited to speak with you. Just really quick synopsis on what I do here and a little bit about who we are. Well, Credit Law Solutions, for a decade and a half, we've worked with the mortgage industry hand in hand to do just this, help people get qualified for their mortgage. And we have developed a tremendous history with our over 100 5-star ratings on Yelp, our average turnaround time of 60 to 90 days. That is beautiful. But also just the relationships that we've been able to garner. It's incredible, truly, the work that we're able to do here at Credit Law Solutions. And you can't go wrong working with someone like Mozelle. The reason she put you in my hands is because she knows that I'm going to take an incisive look at your situation and figure out what the best method of getting your derogatories removed will be. Now, back to that point. So many different methods in removing derogatories. First off, we are not a one-trick pony here, meaning that we are not a dispute company. 98% of credit repair companies are, and that's what you want to stay away from. I don't think anyone should be paying money to a company to render a service that you're perfectly fitting to do for yourself, which is dispute the credit bureaus. You don't need me to do that. What we do is actually issue legal challenges against every party on your report. That includes the original creditors, the collection companies. If you have judgments, we're going after the courts. If you have, let's say, tax liens reporting to, rather than the bureaus, the government, then we go after cavers. So there's many parties that we're after here, depending upon the specific kind of derogatory that is afflicting your credit. Most of what I see are average files that have usually collections, charge-offs, late payments, and medical collections. Those are relatively cut and dry for us here. Most times those files I don't really expect to be in the process long. However, we've built a reputation for ourselves by successfully doing battle with larger items like foreclosures, tax liens, bankruptcies, short sales, the list goes on. So as far as your situation goes, first off, an introduction is important. I'd like people to be able to see my face so they can associate the voice. I am way out here in California, and most of you are out of state from me. So that's the first thing. I do want you to know that if we do accept your file, you will be working not only with our very skilled and highly, they're incredible, our customer service and client management team. But also, I like to be in very close touch with my clients, especially clients of Mozelle, because I want to ensure that not only you're given the utmost care, but also I like to share the excitement when you start getting deletions on your derogatories. I'm kind of an action junkie in that way. But long story short, back to either declining or accepting a file. There's a couple reasons I would decline a file. Declining a file for me is mostly related to well, it's about the preservation of our good reputation and relationship. We're not only accountable to you as a potential client, but also to Mozelle and Movement Mortgage. We have multiple parties here we're trying to impress. So the last thing we want to do is accept a file that we don't think we have a strong inclination. Well, if I don't think we have a very good chance of getting the job done, I'm not going to accept a file. Or even if I think we can't get it done in a satisfactory timeline for not only you, but also Mozelle, then I will reject the file. Your motivation, your level of severity or seriousness about your goal of getting your dream home has a lot to do with this. We want to work with people that genuinely have a desire to get their dream home and get through this process successfully and get their credit, to where it needs to be. So those are the people I like locking arms with. And beyond that, if we do accept a file, it's because not only do I think it's a winning file and we're going to get the job done, but also I think that you are someone that not only deserves success in this regard, but also is someone that can learn along the way. We want to equip you with what you'll need for the future. All we do here is exercise rights you already have, your consumer rights. And we want to equip you with as much knowledge as needed to help you protect yourself in the future. Unfortunately, some people end up in a jam, long after we get the job done, but no problem. We're always going to be here to help you and work with you. So if a year or two from now, future derogatories arise, you can always return to us, and we will not only accept you back, but we will definitely work with you to get future derogatories removed. But moving forward, very excited to speak with you. Best way to prepare me for our conversation is, just make sure you have a couple minutes to spare and something to maybe take notes on. I like to get very detailed about how we do what we do, because I think the more you know, the better you can not only appreciate our process, but also retain the information about what's going on. But other than that, my name again is Nate Pilot. You can call me directly at 818-501-9786 or send me an email at nate@creditlawsolutions.com. And last thing is this, I take working with clients very seriously. I'm always going to be here for you Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. I do not get sick. I have no idea why, but just know that we're excited and we want to lock arms with you and help you cross the finish line, ultimately achieving your dream of home ownership. So you have an extraordinary day. Great job working with Mozelle, by the way, and let's have a success. Take care.